Hi, I'm Tanner at Brent & Cochran, and I'm just going to be taking you through our axes. So that's the Forester's Friend double bit. Put this back in. Let's put it down for now. And then moving down, we've got the Acadian. The Acadian is a half wedge pattern. It's a little greasy. That's how come I got the gloves on. It's got wax on it. But the Acadian is a half wedge pattern, which means that it's a wedge shape except for the pole. The pole is nice and straight. It's a 2 3/4 pound axe as well as the double bit. It's on a 30-inch handle that we designed here in-house. It is turned by the Amish in Ohio. It's nice and slim handle. Got a nice little knob on there. And it's a straighter handle. It's more like a New England style handle than it isn't, but it still has a little bit of sweep to it just to put it into the balance of the axe, so that way when you are swinging it horizontally, it stays nice and true like that. So then going down, we will see that also the Cruiser is like this as well. This is an Allagash Cruiser. It's a bit of a in-between where it's got the typical stylings of a main wedge as well, except for it's a bit more like a Yankee pattern itself. This is on a 28-inch handle. The Cruiser head is 2.5 pounds. And yeah, it also has the maker's stamp and the year of manufacturing, just like the Acadian and just like all of our axes do. It's got a nice knob. It's swept, and the handle is designed here and turned by the Amish in Ohio. And you can see it's really nice and well balanced as well, where it is not having any bit dive and it's not having any bit lift or anything like that, because the handle is in line with the balance point of the axe head. So that is the Allagash Cruiser. This is our oldest model. This is the one that we've been rocking the longest. I love this axe so much. So there's that. And then going down in weight, we have the Voyageur. It's a Hudson Bay style. It's our take on the Hudson Bay style. This is, I think it's a 24-inch handle on here. It also has the date of manufacturing and the maker's mark, as well as the state of Maine stamp that we typically have. And this axe is exactly 2 pounds. The axe head is 2 pounds. So it's shorter and it's more robust, you know. The Hudson Bay pattern has this area open for your hand to go up into, so that way if you're doing any kind of like almost knife work with the axe, you can have more control over the blade as you are doing any kind of woodworking that you might need to do while you're camping or something like that. But if you needed to cut down a tree or something like that, you still could, because it's robust enough to do that. So that is the Voyageur, Hudson Bay. And then our smallest axe is our Dirigo Belt Axe, which is right here. And it is 1 3/4 pound. This is also a handle that we designed in-house here that's turned by the Amish in Ohio. This is an 18-inch handle. It's obviously shorter than the Voyageur, but it's still at an 18-inch handle is a bit bigger than your typical hatchet, say, which is why we call it a belt axe, because it's got a lot of heft to it, even though it's still the smallest axe that we sell. The axe head itself is modeled on a smaller version of our Cruiser, Allagash Cruiser. So it's the same sort of Yankee pattern styling as far as the pattern goes, but it still has a typical, more wedge-like shape to the actual profile when you're looking from above. And yeah, that is the Dirigo Belt Axe, coming in at 1 3/4 pound with the 18-inch handle. Also, as always, all of our handles have the person who hafted it stamped into the bottom of the handle itself. That's an L for Leela Ferguson right there. So there you go.